Welcome to Embrace Yourself. My name is Kim, and I'm a movement specialist passionate about joy, health, and happiness. I want each of us to discover our healthiest, happiest selves. But to do that, we have to get up and move. Today is Wednesday Core Day, and for today's challenge, I want to do a single leg circle exercise for the core. I've chosen to include a band, and the reason for this is I find so many people tend to pop or click in their hip when we do single leg circles. Most people don't have the core stability to stabilize their pelvis through an end range with single leg circles. So feel free to grab your band, or if you don't click or pop, you can do the exercise without. But let's get started. I'm going to begin by taking my band and placing it around the ball of my foot. I want to make sure I have enough band that I can stabilize it and support it with my other hand. From here, I roll down onto the mat and I keep my chin tucked, so I want my posterior side, meaning the back side of my spine, lengthened. I'm going to lengthen the other leg so that I can move through a full range of motion. And from here, I just slowly open the leg out to the side, circle the leg down, around, across, and back up and to the center. As I do this, I am focusing on my opposite hip. I'm making sure that that hip doesn't lift, doesn't rock, doesn't move. So I'm really doing what's known as a single leg circle, circling my leg around, down, across, and back to the center. Whatever I do in one direction, I want to do the opposite way. So again, this time I cross over and then come back up and around. Now you'll notice I'm giving some support to that band. I'm tugging on it so that I can lengthen and use the band to help me stabilize via my core. If this is easy, you don't have to use the band. You could choose to just do the single leg circle. Your challenge is to keep that hip anchored on the opposite side. Make sure that only the leg is moving on the side that you're trying to work through your range of motion. And you can also choose the range that you want for the movement. Let's try the other leg. We're going to take that leg up, and again, I'm going to place my band around the ball of the foot and reach that leg to the ceiling. I lengthen the opposite leg. I allow my leg to go out first, circle around, and the whole time I'm hollowing that belly, anchoring my spine, really focusing on my core. As I do this, I'm checking in to see, is there any area that may be sticky or doesn't feel good in the hip? Pay attention to that and make note and focus your breath into the movement. After you do maybe 4 to 6 repetitions on one leg, you can reverse the direction and go the other way. Realize that when we cross the leg over the body, that's known as adduction, adding to our body, whereas when I take the leg out away from my body, that's AB, abduction. And those are two different movements that we need to make sure are balanced and stable for the best hips ever. And again, you can do this without a band if you choose, and just see how your body responds. If you notice any clicks or pops, make sure to use support and stability until you gain the amount of core strength you need to be able to do this exercise without any noise or inhibitions through the movement. So that's it. That's your home fun challenge for today. I promise it really does work the core, and you're gonna love it. When you do it correctly, you can feel those muscles really working to stabilize your pelvis. And that's what our core is all about, maintaining stability. So I hope you enjoyed it. And in the meantime, please be sure to click subscribe on the channel, as well as click that bell so you get notified of upcoming videos. While you're at it, why not share this with your friends? Everybody who's anybody is doing single leg circles. It's like a party in and of itself for your hips. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll be sure to see you tomorrow.